Greetings, everyone. Sorry, my I think this connection of the mic, headphone mic. Trying to figure it out if now it's connected. Can you hear me here? Just checking the sound.
You hear me here?
Okay. Um, I hope the sound is okay. You can hear it, not that loud and clear, perhaps. So going out of this now, if I can see where there's a bit of problem with this tab. Sorry about this again and again, having some problems. So from the simplest contradictions in Quran, ayats, no debate required, to this problem with Surah Sabah at 50, then Surah Najm ayat 2, and then Surah Hijr ayats from 6 to 8. And sorry about the thumbnail, I've made a mistake there, 7. Just put 7 from Surah Hijr, but it's 8. And so we make mistakes, and also the believers pray in the Quran that, maybe not make, forgive us for the mistakes we make, right? So this, now, thank God, here, starting from where, okay, not where I left off, but yeah, where I left off is here, casualty against the self, explaining all this. Now we have Surah Sabah at 46 says, say, I only advise you of one thing, that you stand for Allah, seeking truth in pairs and individually, and then give thought or reflect. There is not in your companion any madness. He is only a warner to you before a severe punishment. So I would have advised you to do the same thing, is to reflect, but I didn't have the Quran. I don't have a book. So I had to show you like this, to reflect on this, whether singly or in pairs together, and give thought, reflect on what I'm trying to show you here, right? So you must have reflected after my live streams, contemplated, looking at it from all sides, Shia, Sunni, Quran only side like that. But the problem here is in this ayat that God says there is not in your companion any madness, meaning the Sahabas were saying that there is madness in him. Omar Qaid, welcome here. I think you're here for the first time. Thank you. Says good evening. A very good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Okay, starting from Surah Sabah at 46. Now, to reflect and that to also reflect, it says to reflect in your mind, or yeah, tafakkar. It's like reflect in the fikr. It's like think. So through the mind here again, akal, but the word akal is not used here. But thinking is like a fikr, Arabic word. So think that if there is any madness, but there is not in your companion any madness. So if you're going to think, let me see if you can find out if there is any madness in this companion through thinking only. That's what it says in Surah Sabat 46. Then in the same Surah ayat 47, it says, the next ayat says, say whatever payment I might have asked of you, it is yours. My payment is only from Allah, and He is over all things witness. So I don't think you were there. Maybe you were there on that live stream long time ago that I did. Shia's would be saying that, well, this ayat is here, so payment required. And remember when there was an ayat that said, I showed you that I don't ask for any payment for this? So There was a contradiction between that ayat and Surah 42, ayat 23. However, the problem is solved here that through this ayat, Surah Saba ayat 47, say whatever payment I have now asked, I might have asked, might have asked for you. It can't be might, right? It has to be that God has asked you to give the ajr risalat, the reward for the risalat by loving His near of kin, and what all the Muslim religious scholars think of that ayat and translate it and mean what it means, they know, right? I know what the Shia say, that it's Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussain, the love of that. It's not a general ayat, that love of your kin, but love of his kin, Prophet Muhammad's kin. In Surah 42, ayat 23. Now that problem, the Shia say, is solved, and why couldn't you find this ayat? Okay, so now I found it and I correct myself, but still I don't think it's right here to put it this way. Whatever payment I might have asked of you, it is yours. But he didn't ask for it. Allah told him to ask for it now. It is yours. My payment is only from Allah, and He is over all things witness. So a little bit of correction. He didn't ask for it, Allah did. In Surah 42, ayat 23, we see love of his kin through the Shia's son. Then we have the next ayat in Surah Sabah, which says, say, indeed, my Lord projects the truth, knower of the unseen. This is the first time I'm looking at this translation. Sahih International projects the truth. Most of the times, as a Shia used to read the translation of Surah Sabah at 48, hurls down the truth, hurls down, right? So say to them, Abul Ala Maduti's translation, not a Shia translation, but still, say to them, my Lord hurls down the truth upon me. That's He knows fully all that lies beyond the range of perception. So no footnotes are required here. I didn't give any. So projects, okay? Projects, if it how Allah projects the truth, I don't know. But wondering, right? And then I could go to the Shia side also and look at this how Allah projects the truth. So sometimes it's thinking, sometimes it's seeing, sometimes it's they're too blind to see this. And sometimes it's, what is it? Using the akal. Did I repeat myself? Or what is it? Seeing the signs of Allah. Projection. What is projection? If we knew the truth of this, then we wouldn't have to use our akal so much. The Quran ayat says to use akal. Remember, I've shown you the ayats. Quran ayats say, use the akal here. If you don't, then God will throw abomination on you. He's made straight, only serve Allah for service. Tell them, men doubting religion, I do not serve. Surah Yunus, ayat 100. And it is not for a soul to believe except by the permission of Allah, and He will place defilement, writs upon those who will not use reason. So Muslims who know the meaning of writs must know the meaning. It's impurity, abomination. So you have to use your akal, your reason, which is then you use your intellect, you use your reason. From akal, intellect comes reason, right? So that's any other eye. Okay, so and think, reflect if there was contradiction in these eyes. It seems like there is a contradiction, but let's see how far I go proving it beyond reasonable doubt, right? In this now. Surah Sabah at 50 says, wait a minute, so I have to put this because of the projection, like hurls down, and he's saying there is no madness. uh, there's no madness. There is not in your companion any madness. Okay, and the reason given here, sorry, re- uh, uh, here he is only a warner to you before a severe punishment. So not only does it say to use your reflections, thought, which may come from your mind, akal, but it also the reason given here is not enough. In Surah 34, ayat 46, he is only a warner to you before a severe punishment. Then you say, look into the other ayats where reason for this may be given. But when this is mentioned, sometimes you see that the reason given for this is not, it's completely out of, it doesn't make sense. So, a defensive person, someone like a defensive person being offended, like, he is Allah, meaning he, Allah, he meaning Allah, is only a, no, 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 wait a minute. No, no, no. Sorry, here he is in capital letters. So he is Allah. No, he is the messenger. Sorry, sorry. So I'll be making these mistakes. I think I'm very tired. I shouldn't have come for this live stream again today. Just a while ago, I came, some hours ago. But then I want to go on, and please bear with me with my mistakes that I make. It's the messenger here. He's only a warner to you before a severe punishment, meaning by Allah, right? To you. And sometimes He also punishes. Okay, so this is not rational, it, not a answer given properly to if you, yes, think, but even by thought, can you come to the thing that He is, there's no madness in Him? Can you come to that conclusion? Yes, in a way you can. I have, right? Or is he a very that high hypocrite who does harm to people knowingly, a criminal? Okay, that yes. So we will need an expert on the Quran ayats, like a psychologist, to tell us, to analyze all the Quran ayats on this, whether there's madness in Prophet Muhammad or not, or he's possessed by jinns. Psychologists don't believe in that, right? That anyone can be possessed by jinns, but they have another reason for the madness. And yeah, so this we would need a psychologist. Okay, then I've read the 47 and 48 projects the truth. So which I knew what it was. If it's not hurls down the truth, my Lord hurls down the truth. Then 50 comes now. See, if I should err, I would only err against myself. That's not true. Why? Because he's an example. He shouldn't be erring. Sunnis say he erred, the non Shia Muslims. Because in Surah Azab also, you erred, you made a mistake. That's a mistake. And you could say that the word used here is different, the word used in there is different, but he made a mistake. And he wasn't he didn't know, he wasn't a prophet then, he didn't know he was a prophet then. In Surah Azab ayat 5 or 4 does it say that you erred when he adopted Zaid as the he adopted Zaid according to the pagan Arab custom of adoption, and then it was changed. So it tells Prophet Muhammad that you made a mistake, right? Or it should have said it's overlooked according to the Sunni way, if we take it, because he didn't know he was a prophet. Now the law has come to change it, and he was practicing a pagan Arab custom of adoption, and it was wrong. So it shouldn't even have said in that Surah Azab ayat that you have erred, you've made a mistake. The person who knows something makes a mistake. The person who doesn't know does not. It's not a mistake he makes, right? Something else. What do they call it? Just see, the words are not coming to me in English. You erred. Would you say that if I made a mistake, I don't know, not knowing, can a child make a mistake, being innocent, ignorant at that time? No. So even according to the Sunnis, that what they say that he didn't know he was a prophet, made a mistake is not right. Actually, Surah 53 ayat 2. Surah Najm ayat 2 says, "Your companion has not strayed," and the translations are, "nor has he erred." So when you see a translation like this, but then you would say, then please go to your translators and say that the word you're using for the Quran ayat is wrong. Your companion has neither strayed nor is he deluded. Abul Alamududi's translation I've taken. And you would say the word here is different. So I'm just going with some of the translations when a word comes like you have erred or you don't err, he doesn't err, like in Surah Sabah at 50 or in Surah Azab at 4 or 5, then it's not my mistake, right? But in all these cases, one thing is making a mistake or erring or being deluded, he is not, right? Whether you take Surah Najamah 2 or you take, what's this, Surah Azab ayat 4 or 5, or now, this ayat you take Surah Sabah at 50, he says, Allah tells him to say, if I should err, make a mistake or go astray, you know, of course, it's like going against the right path, making a mistake. I would only err against myself. So that is not right. Because you see here, no, because you have become a guide, right? You have become an example. You are the messenger guiding people. So you need to be infallible from all these mistakes, erring, or whatever you may call it, whatever the Quran ayat the words give you. There has certainly been for you in the Messenger of Allah an excellent pattern for anyone whose hope is in Allah and the last day, and to believe. Also, remember those ayats, believe in Allah and the last day. Even those polytheists who gave water to the pilgrims were told, and about maintaining Masjid al Haram, were told it's not the same as believing in Allah and the last day and striving in the cause of Allah. Other ayat also like that. Another ayat, right? Against the polytheists. So don't make it equal. And who remembers Allah often. So this messenger has to be infallible. And he cannot afford to say what he said here. So this Quran ayat I read out is in Surah Azab 21 ayat of Surah Azab, 33 chapter of the Quran, Surah of the Quran. Chapters are called surahs. So the answer given here is, say if I go astray in Surah Sabah at 50, say if I go astray, then the hurt of straying will come only upon me. It's not right. It's not right. That's what I keep saying, like in Surah Tahrim, it's not a common man, even a reasonable man would not do taking an oath and forbidding himself what Allah has made lawful for him. It's not right. So if you go on the words, exact words in the Quran ayats where it says he doesn't err, doesn't make a mistake. Well, he made a mistake in Surah Azab, we are told that he has erred. Oh, so now whatever word erred or through Sahih International or word by word Arabic on in Quran.com. Thank you, Quran.com. And it's Abul Ala Maududin. So I'm going to read the footnote, second part. Nor is he deluded. So he neither strays, if another word is used for this, then what he said here, what Allah has told him to say in Surah Sabah at 50, we'll see if all is included in this. How the footnote of Abul Ala Madudi goes in this ayat about straying and deluded, uh, deluded especially also. Yeah? So making a mistake, definitely you're not God conscious, right? If you make a mistake. And the messengers are not supposed to make a mistake. But what he says here is that I would err, if I should err, whatever word he's used, I would only err against myself. No, you have to follow him. This is a big thing. He can't. This answer is not proper. I would err only against my own self, never hurt anyone else. So this is wrong. What would you call this, Muslims? I mean, taking all the rest of the ayats and seeing it, and even this sort of, if he errs, he doesn't hurt anyone but himself. But ask, oh no, no, that's not right. You make a mistake, someone does get it at times. Even a common person making a mistake, then delay happens, and but that's okay. It's okay, right? But sometimes, like I come here, people are waiting for me. I make a mistake, then it's delayed. So if I'm in interaction with other people and make a mistake, it's not like I cheat. I cheat myself and no one else. You know, that's an yeah, cheating myself. I get deceived. That's another thing, right? And I'm also a common person. Like I'm not a prophet who had a book and guiding people. Look at more problems coming. So let's look at the footnote here of Surah Najm ayat 2. Your companion has not strayed, nor has he erred. Neither strayed nor is he is deluded. Oh, I forgot the Surah Takwir ayat also. Let's see. Footnote 2. This is the thing for which an oath has been sworn by the setting star or stars. Going astray means a person's adopting a wrong way, being unaware of the right way, when you're unaware of the right way. And being deluded means his adopting the wrong way knowingly and consciously, right? So it's not that person's fault, but this is a prophet. Okay, he's not. So he's not deluded. The verse means Muhammad is a well known man among you. Your accusation that he has gone astray or is misguided is utterly wrong. In fact, he's neither gone astray nor misguided. Okay? He's neither gone astray nor misguided. Where is it? No, here the propriety of swearing by the setting stars is that in the darkness of the starry night, a person cannot see the things of his surroundings clearly, and from their vague appearances well, they know stars. They're astronomers at Jesus' time. We're told these magi's went. Oh goodness. Okay, it's just an example. Anyways, so these polities were so ignorant, they couldn't see that this prophet, everything appears before man in its real form and shape, and but when the stars have set and the day has dawned, the same is also the case of Muhammad among you. His life, his personality is not hidden in darkness, but is manifest like the bright dawn. You are aware that this companion of yours is right-minded, wise, and sagacious, and a sagacious man. How can somebody from among the righteous person he is? No, no, wait a minute. You also, no, no. How can somebody from among the Quraysh have the misunderstanding that he has gone astray. You also know how well intentioned and honest and righteous person he is. Although the Sahabas were saying he defrauded something, and then the Quran ayat came that the Prophet does not defraud. How can one of you, from the view that he has knowingly adopted a crooked way, not only for himself but has started inviting others? See, has started inviting others also to the same falsehood. So what is he doing? That's what he has done. So I read the Surah Azab ayat 21 coming before I would come to it. There has certainly been for you in the Messenger of Allah an excellent pattern for anyone whose hope is in Allah and the last day and who remembers Allah often. And look how he has used Allah to scare you through Allah. Surah Sabah again, ayat 51, continuing from 50. So he's not mad, and he is a warner for you of a great severe punishment from Allah. 50 ayat, that part. Now 51 of Surah Sabah. And if you could see when they are terrified, but there's no escape, and they will be seized from a place nearby. Sorry, this bracket thing here, if you've noticed it, before the and a, right? That this is a mistake. This whole thing is a ayat, not in brackets. Okay. Just quickly, I was making notes, so I have to finish before, uh, like in half an hour or something. And they say, O you upon whom the message has been sent, indeed you are mad. Surah Hijr ayat 6. Again, where they say that indeed you are literally possessed by jinn, right? Sahih International footnote 1 on this Surah Hijr ayat 6. Do you see it? If you don't see it, please open your Qurans to Surah Hijr ayat 6. Then Surah Hijr ayat 7, why do you not bring us the angels if you should be among the truthful? And so the answer they ask, and the answer is here 8, which is just, I'll read it out. We do not send down the angels in frivolity. Come on, you have sent a message that will guide people from forever, right? Until there's the world and people here. So this is a message for all times. And and they're saying in Surah Hijr, and Allah is saying, we do not send down the angels. In what? And when we do send them down, they have to put in frivolity in brackets, I think. Complete the send ayat. And when we do send them down, we do so with truth. This means this hasn't been sent down in truth. The angel didn't ever come. He didn't see it. Surah Najm ayat. No, no, you need to bring down the angels with it, with the messenger even. Because they're gods. Surah Jinn ayat are the second last one aware. Surah Jinn ayats that we send guards behind him, before him, beside him, on the sides, to see whether he's conveyed the message properly or not. So the answer given here to seventh ayat of Surah Hijr in the eighth ayat is completely nonsensical. And when we do send them down, we do so with truth. Then people are granted no respite. But tell me, was respite granted to those Hijr ayats? No, wait, Surah Hashr ayat, sorry, excuse me. And before we obliterate your faces, even God says, even if God says, God says in that ayat to the Ahl Kitab, before we obliterate faces of such punishments, warnings have come. Like this warning, you see? Where's the warning? when he was called in Surah Sabah mad or possessed by a jinn. Surah Sabah at 51, the answer was, and if you could see when they are terrified, but there is no escape, and they will be seized from a place nearby. So please send the angels. I mean, you've sent the angel to him, but they can't. And just tell him. I mean, like the Quran ayat goes, tell them that the trusted spirit brought it on his heart. The one of the angels is bringing it to him. He's one of the angels. Rasul Kareem with the Lord of the throne secure. Surah Takwir ayat 20, 19 and 20. So now we will go to Surah Takwir. So the answer here, please see, have I read out? No. So Surah Hijr ayat 8 now I'm on. Answer here is terrible. Doesn't go with my reasoning. God is not sticking to reason. The way I'm thinking that, no, angels even should have been sent down. Why is not a why has not an angel been sent down to him? And they say, "Oh, you upon whom the message has been sent down, indeed you are mad." Surah Hijr ayat 6, right? Literally possessed by jinn. Footnote 1. Thank you, Quran.com. Then Surah Hijr ayat 7. Why do you not bring us the angels if you should be among the truthful? So in Surah Sabayat, wait a minute, it's like a fikr, do fikr, he's not mad, he's not possessed by jinn. Here, they're asking for an angel. Why is not an angel brought down to him if you should be among the truthful? And the answer is 8. There you use your mind to see if he's not possessed. Here, they say, here also, no, here is an impending Surah Hijrat. No, here is not. No, there is also a terrifying punishment. How could you say he's mad? Use your mind, reflect, meditate. We do not send down the angels, and when we do send them down, we do so with truth. Then people are granted no respite. Indeed, you are mad. They say, "Oh, you upon whom the Messiah." Now, here, still question and the answer. Until here, I've reached Surah Jaraz. I don't know what the answer of God is now. But footnote, let's see, of Surah Jarat 8 2, the last part. We do not send down the angels. We do not send down the angels for the mere fun of it in response to the request of the people, nor are they sent to unveil the reality before them in order to show to them all the unseen things to which the messengers. No, no. Come on. Surah Najam, he saw him on the horizon, and then where he's gone, maybe Jibrail took him. This is what I keep saying now. Sorry, I found out, right, that Jibrail took him up. Nearness to Allah. Surah Zumar, these awliyas we worship because they take us near to Allah. Of course, and greatest signs of the Lord were revealed to him when he rose, when he had to see Jibril first in Surah Najm. So unveiling the greatest reality of God, the greatest ayat of God in Surah Najm are told. So what kind of reasons are you using here that you haven't seen? You have punctured your whole uh, mind, thought, and going after people, saying, some of you, disrespecting our prophet, blasphemy, killing, attacking them. This is how he's made you child jut, you know. So fiercest of Surah Baqarah 204 and 205. You call Allah to witness in your hearts, only call Allah to witness. And you are the fiercest. No one can argue because this is how he's made you with you people, Muslims. I mean, no one can even show you in a beautiful way saying that I care for you. Such a great tragedy, I cannot tell you. Right? Any questions? Oh my God, I feel so sick. My logic, the logic I love, and maths problems that can be solved, and other things through logic. What can be solved? We do not send down the angels. Uh, Only this in frivolity. Like if you're telling him he's mad and why is not an angels so quickly you've come to reach that conclusion, I will not give you angels. Go away. No, that's not the way. This is the ego thing of Allah. We were told great people even don't do this. People here, great people. If someone is using an ego, I'm not saying I'm great, but it's like they don't use their ego and all this. Even when Sunni Shia, Peshawar Nights, what is the prerequisite for the Shias? They can't get angry. When I was a Shia, if I saw an alim getting angry at a Sunni religious scholar, I would leave it. I would leave that place at that moment. And you're not supposed to get angry. Imam Ali didn't get angry, we were told. Even in the battle, he didn't kill for ego. So, point is that we have to get the truth to you, show you the truth without any ego, anything. So, if you're holding to any insecurity that you might feel today, please let go. Because this is not only for us, but to save many people. It is about the casualty of the soul. You look at the reasons here, problems in the Quran. How Abul Ala Maududi's footnote. I feel like crying. I don't want to read further, but I have to because I'm doing this. Even pain, even in pain, nor are they sent to unveil the reality before them in order to show them all the unseen things. No, they cannot, but they can take them to that reality, or they can be a propeller, like, you know, Jibrail was in Surah Najm. If that one was Jibrail or the Supreme God, according to, however, which verse, according to the Shias, you can see it's a whole. So, yes, if, sorry, I made a mistake here that they cannot make you see, they cannot show you, but they can take you there where you can see higher realms, I think. When you see an angel, meaning that's the starting point to see God has approved of you, and then you can see higher realms, something like that. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong in this, think about it, contemplate, please. So, for the mere fun of it, response to the request. No, no, I think they were serious. What about those policies who were serious when they said, if Allah, if this is the truth, then send down on us brimming stones of rain or that punishment or some other punishment. And then it is said, since until He is here, this messenger with you, among you, Allah will not punish you. And as long as you ask for forgiveness, Allah will not punish you. But what if this person, yeah, so there you, and even another point that what if this messenger is a false messenger? And that's why Allah did not punish them. But then He did in Surah Tawbah, we can see. Believers fight. Allah is, you didn't hit, you didn't kill. Now why is He punishing them like that? So you see, the reason has been tarnished, marred, punctured. Even through the Shia side. Sorry, excuse me, some motorbike is passing by. So, even through some this reason is not it's not coming together. There are many contradictions, if not seemingly through the Quran ayahs, but it's like I'm trying to explain how the contradictions have come, and I'm showing you through footnote. Even when you explain, when you go deeper, you see, oh yes. So taking it step by step, first at face value, how the Quran ayahs are, and then putting them all together, some of them, and then trying to make you understand. So, this reason, as a matter of fact, angels are sent down on that occasion when it is decreed to pass judgment on sane, wicked people. At that time, the judgment comes into operation without extending any invitation to the condemned people. No, no, no. Hazrat Abraham time, those were messengers of Allah who came to warn them, right, that the punishment is coming and to give glad tidings to Hazrat Ibrahim's wife and to save them. But I think angels should also come. But how will they see the angels? Right? How will they hear the angels? That's right, I had written long time ago a poem, but how will she hear the angels? Angels take my message to the one I love. The demons have this and that harm me in our, like my teacher. No, I didn't love a girl or anything. Okay, I wasn't a lesbian at all. It was a pure love on pure love. But how can the angels? I've written a very long poem. But how can she hear the voice of the angels, the message of the angels? So you may go on that side too. When I was a Shia, at that time the judgment comes into operation without extending any invitation. I'm trying to be fair and square. Okay? Please see this. I'm not getting carried away. Don't think I'm some hidden Shia or something. No, 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 no. I'm sincerely, honestly trying to save you Muslims, my anyone who comes wants to cooperate here, and then I want to save you. Anyone, this message, this proof that I'm giving, these live streams reach Muslims. So please come. I don't know how to say this. As a Shia, if I found out any contradictions, I would leave it. Too much indulgence in arguments and all this is also not good. The ayat itself says that, it takes away your energy. You lose your strength, breaking your strength. So, better not to argue, even when the ayat itself says in the Quran, ayat, better to come. I've asked you, Muslims, to come in an honest way, helping me also where I go wrong, so that I don't have to be on guard and start screaming and shouting in frustration. You can't, and all the time, you're blaming me not knowing first the Quran in Arabic. You haven't read it. You should study. Why didn't you study the Quran? So I'll tell you, very simple. Then where am I supposed to go to? Surah Takwir ayat. So why didn't I study? Thank God I found this, but very late, quite late, after many years of streaming as an ex-Muslim about this, showing you through Quran ayats only. Look, very easy ayat. No, very easy, obvious contradictions in this ayat. These two ayats, comparing Surah Fusilat ayat 31, where the angels say, in worldly life, we are your allies also. And I don't have to read the rest of the verse, ayat of Surah Fusilat ayat 31. And then Surah Maida ayat 55, you're only, please understand and see that only innama. Innama means only in Arabic, meaning no one except, no other. And angels don't come in the believers. Once you find a contradiction, right? So I tried to solve it, read the Shia, just doesn't make sense. On Surah Maida at 55. Only your guardians are Allah, His Messenger, and fellow believers who establish prayer and pay alms tax with humility. So angels don't pay alms tax, although you may say they come into including angels here. Sorry, angels don't pay alms tax. Sister May died 55. You fail in bringing angels here also, and says your ally is none. Innama waliyakum, and wali means awliya. So when a teacher gives you a method to, solve a problem, and you use that method, you are sure you've not made any mistakes. You do it again and again, and it comes to the wrong answer. It comes to the wrong answer. This is what a contradiction would do. Logical fallacy, illogical, right? When it's illogical, so what do? You go to the teacher and you say, I know the teacher looks at it and she thinks it's the right answer because she's given you the wrong method. And she herself has got the answer to a very complicated maths problem. And then one day comes a super maths teacher or another maths teacher and says, this is wrong. Or you go to another higher class and the same kind of when you're using this higher geometry or something, you have to use this maths way, the method, and you fail. And then they find out that, oh, in that class you were in that school, the teacher gave you the wrong method. That's why you keep failing. To use, so here, what your casualties of your souls to use him as a waliyakum so high with Allah, as Allah has said, with him, Allah, his messenger, and fellow believers. And the waliyakum meaning, and if you take it the Shia way, it's really serious. He's taking care of your affairs and all this, right? Wakil, like a wakil. He manages your life, managing the affairs of and exercises authority over you for another person, like he's done and he's told to do in Surah Azab ayat also, and in Surah Hashar ayat, Surah Azab ayat 36. What the Allah and the messenger, no, what Allah and the messenger have decided for you, you have no say in that. The believers, for the believing men and women, and he forced Zainab. The marriage failed. So how can he be such a wali? And how can that ayat come in Surah As-Saba 36? Obey him. I mean, like whatever they've decided, Allah and the Messenger for you is the best for you. Like, and you have no say in it. Meaning that it's the best for you. He's a wali here. And then another ayat says, Allah tells him to say that I'm not a manager over you, meaning a wakil over you. And then he's been made a judge in disputes, Surah Nisa 65. And you have to submit. Find no this thing against it. His judgment, Prophet Muhammad's. You have to submit fully to his decision about your disputes. So please understand that I am not your enemy, neither am I afflicted with the uh, shaitan like Ayub was. And if I was, I would be praying to God like Ayub was. Oh God, I'm afflicted with the torment Shaitan has. But I wouldn't leave this religion if this was the true religion, would I? However, you may think because the way this, all of you are not free from Shaitan, you will be attacked. You have to keep praying, keep trying. So all this going on, and so except with truth. Let's see. At that time, the judgment comes into operation. Back to Surah 59:8 footnote. Quickly, at that time, the judgment comes into operation without extending any invitation to the condemned people to accept the message. Okay, maybe you'd say Abraham's messengers came to give the impending punishment and not to, uh, extending invitations to them that believe in it now, because now God is going to send a punishment against you. For the period of respite ends as soon as the reality is unveiled before them, exempt with truth. So, do they even see the angels? I wonder if disbelievers can see the angels. Believing is seeing in Joan of Arc. Believing is seeing. So, like that. I wonder. Many, many such contradictions I see, and not falling in a logical order, reasoning, proper reasoning, looking at it from the other point of view, other reasoning, other ayats in the Quran, for example. So this, and then we go to Surah Takwir also, where he's been um, this thing of blamed for being insane or possessed, right? And so I hope I haven't missed. If I've missed a point or something, I will come back. And even not if I miss explaining it clearly to you through the Quran ayats, but I know my, like, what how I think, but bringing the thinking and contemplation to words is difficult for me. It has been for the longest time. So I uh, I regret, unfortunately, can't be a teacher. You know, explaining things here. And I'm not also a public speaker. I'm very shy. I've been very shy. Public speaker, I'm not. But when push comes to shove, and I have to save someone, then I had to struggle and do this in broken ways to explain to you using English, Urdu, at times, like that. So we go to Surah Takwir now. Why does this happen? Surah Takwir, ayat. He is not mad. Your companion is not mad. Did I go too fast? Or will I have to come back again to go slow? I just have a few minutes now. And your companion is not mad. Okay. Let's just, since this has popped up, first and foremost, My Islam, I think this is the website. My Islam. Here you can read, where's that? O people, your companion is not one possessed. Okay, where's the Arabic? Oh, your companion, the Messenger of Allah, here making mention of the Prophet as the companion of the people of Makkah. So, what is the answer to this? Sorry, Surah 81, Ayat 82. I can't use this website because I'm not. Surah 81, Ayat 82. Surah Takwir, Ayat. Oops. See, this is the problem with this tab. I don't know. I have to put it up where I can. I have to change the settings of this. So it takes time, sorry. Surah Takwir Ayat 22. Here we go again. And so the answer of Allah. So you see how you've been made how you've been fooled, fooling others, deceiving others, and very like fiercely, like in Surah Baqarah 2 or 4. Why do you make these mistakes? And your companion is not at all mad. And if you want that you people stick to this kind of a thing, this falseness, then take upon yourselves the casualties. And he has already seen him in the clear horizon. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's not mad. Because who has he seen in the clear horizon? Jibreel. He's already seen him. The Rasul Karim, 19 verse, right? 19 verse he's seen. I get so angry at him. Sorry, I'm not angry at you Muslims here. But to explain to you, it makes me angry, frustrated, very, very angry. I get very hurt. Because what did he say? Oh, yes, if I make a mistake, I would not harm anyone. Okay, so he's. Now, this is the answer to the one that is possessed, maybe a majnoon, meaning possessed, or mad, and your companion. So we don't need this footnote, right? He already saw him in the clear horizon, and he is not a withholder of the unseen. No, but you can't see angels. But angels will not come. God only sends angels. See if that reasoning is good. And now here, this is this has nailed it. He's seen the angel, but no Sahaba has seen the angel. At least Jesus Christ, they say, resurrection. The disciples saw his resurrection. So how Jesus Christ took his disciples? Only one disciple deceived him, right? Judas Iscariot. But the rest, so they could see him when he resurrects, if that is true. I don't believe in it, but it's just that, giving you an example because this is from the Abrahamic religion. Sorry, I don't mean to put you down and bring the example of Jesus or Christ, Christians like that in any other. I don't mean to hurt you. Already we are hurt here. I'm hurt. Okay? Please, I don't mean to do this. So, you see, clear horizon. Who's the? I think you should call on Jibrail to come and you can see him, not him. He has already seen him in the clear horizon. So that's why he's not possessed by jinns. Who has he seen? So maybe that's why in Surah Hijr they're saying, why has not an angel been sent down? But he's already seen the angel, and this is not the right. That's why they must have even asked, or maybe they may have asked, like, can we see the angel? Even the companions couldn't see the angel who was saying that he's erred, he's straight from the straight path, truth. It's Surah Najm. Your Sahaba, he says, your companion has not erred, nor does he go astray. He's seen it. And where has he seen it? Then we look at the Surah Najm ayats, where they see his heart, and then his eyes did not, go stray. So this is also not right. And so when they are saying here, why has not an angel been sent down? This person is mad. Why do you not bring us the angels if you should be among the truthful? The answer is totally wrong here because there in Surah Takwir it says he's already seen the angel, Gabriel. If Gabriel is not an angel, then what is he? Oh my God. And to them, this answer that when angels come down, the matter will be decided, punishment. You see how he's deceived you? You see how he's lied? I've had enough. Okay, thank you very much, Umar Qaid. Thank you very much. God bless you, your family members, your country, your people, your loved ones. I will take a break and then perhaps another time come back on this and show you again. So please forgive, overlook my mistakes, my errors, my omissions, right? And not being able to explain properly, show the truth that is here through the ayats, the proof, evidence, and to not be able to do justice to it by explaining to you clearly, right? That there are contradictions and how the contradictions and how the crookedness even in the Quran ayats. Surah, which says in Surah 18, Ayat 1, Praise be to Allah who has revealed to his servant the book devoid of all crookedness. Surah 18, Ayat 2, He has made it straight to warn of severe punishment from him and to give good tidings to the believers who do righteous deeds that they will have a good reward. So this now the casualty is your souls. Casualty against yourself, your souls, right? This is to save the people, humanity first. Save humanity. This is not for humanity. This doesn't even lead you to the proper truth. And what will happen to you if you don't understand the truth? Here, Quran ayat itself tells you. Surah Yunus ayat 108, Say, O mankind, the truth has come to you from your Lord. So whoever is guided is only guided for the benefit of his soul. And whoever goes astray only goes astray in violation against it. And I am not over you a manager. So I've been very tired. I wish so casualty of the soul. And if I haven't explained all this, you know how I now I'm hopping here and there, jump from this point to another. Please bear with me. I'll come back if I could find in other ways till I explain it in perfect form, and you can see the evidence and see it through my explanation. The evidence from Quranites, contradictory Quranites. If I've missed anything, I'm really tired now. Taking a break. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. Thank you. Social media, screencasting, live streams. Providing us with all this, whatnot. Thank you so much. Otherwise, without this, what I'm very concerned about saving your souls and my soul at the same time. So very concerned. I'm honored to come here. Thank you for providing me with all this so that I could save some of the Muslims who really want to listen and are open to this, not fighting with me, not blaming me. Learners want evidence. Honest people cooperating. Thank you so much. Thank you, Omar Khalid, very much. And see you then later on. I will come.